Jesus freaking Christ.
Where the unsigned go to get heard. QSJ Radio.
Up them balls on them, birdie. It's unanimous, $1 million smile, so I'm Instagramming it. Lit shenanigans, get the cannabis, roll another spliff in this bitch, demanding it. Bruce Banner shit, green in the laminate, busting out the bag like a fiend had his hand in it. Everything you see around me, I had a hand in it. It ain't nobody handing it. I'm mixing shit, I'm managing, do different shit. Comparing me to any of these rap niggas is probably a fan of me. It's fantasy. They answer me, fucking insects, probably born of incest, getting torn to pieces on every beat that I blast. Want a feature? I bet. Ain't it funny how shit ain't the same no more? Shoot my shot, I really don't gotta aim no more. Have my back, bitch, you know what I came in for. Bitch. Can't stop, won't stop till I'm paid in full. Yeah. Ripping the band-aid off the wound ain't my fault if it's still hurting. Pour salt on it after squeezing the lemon right over with. These niggas bogus thinking that they gon' win me over with this hibbity jibbity skibbity rap, ribbity whack. Bitch, I got the remedy back. You gon' need infinity stones if you thinking that you posted a thread. It's reality. You'll end up as a casualty. My anatomy's threshold for bullshit is practically non-existent. You motherfuckers thinking you an issue. I show you the devil. Plenty demons to choose from. That's word to my mom. I can afford to lose one. I fuck with the mob, but ASAP can do better. If they don't like what I said, to Rocky to do something. J-Rock, my favorite rapper before I get the K-Dot. You may not have noticed, but I landed in the same spot that you were when you had a few words to say to all these new urban artists getting too turned to arguing a part of me. But am I mistaken, or did you say that you the best rapper in both places? Rude awakening, I be's the top dog in the state that I'm in, and I smack the fuck out you if you say it again. Sit down. You in my crosshairs, then you better get down. You look a little lost here, nigga, where you from round? And I ain't even done yet, still got a few rounds to dump in this little pump paying ass nigga. J. Cole, listen, boy, I claim souls, even on whole label. You ain't even yay close. If I gotta slay ghosts, you can be my scapegoat. Your roster ain't shit, could you get what you pay for? Shout out Big Boss, nigga, the fuck you in the way for? That nigga been a star, what the fuck you made him wait for? Stop being a hypocrite, nigga, the fuck you hating for? All that bread you laying on, you should go and play some golf or something. Infinity, my level on infinity, my bitches on infinity, my exes wanna get rid of me. I'm spazzing in my interviews like Kanye when he in the news and talking about his different views, like how he wanna institute the 13th Amendment, which was stricken from the Constitution. Back in that bitch to put his back in that shit. Somebody asked him the fuck he smoking crack and some shit. Stick the craft in these beats, because after that's it. And I don't know if me and Big Sean get along. How you let another nigga kill you on your own song? Ain't no show, no resist. If you did, must've slipped through the cracks or been whacked. Because I ain't here to shit and it's warring. I'm here to slaughter you all in. It's appalling. So how do I stay dormant? This shit is boring. I'm bringing a storm in. I'm all in. Man, I called it. Better place your best before I'm touring. We better run to the front of the. No, I'm just playing.
Shout out to everybody listening, tune in to QSJRadio.com with the Unsigned Artists. I mean, we try to get this on and popping for like an hour and some change right now, but I got the homie in the building, Alpha Black.
Yeah.
So what up, fam? How you doing? You know, the grind is heavy. I know a little bit about yourself, and we'll get into it. But for the new people listening in, who are you?
Okay, first of all, you know, it's your boy Alpha Black. We straight out of Harlem World. This is QSJ Radio. I'm here with my boy Trafficlight, and it's the motherfucking it's the goddamn, it's popping, it's lit. It's always lit, first and foremost. It's always lit, all the time, all right? And, yeah, man, I'm a Harlem artist, straight off of 4th, and I love to do music, man. And I'm here, and I'm killing these rappers. And, you know, I be having off days sometimes, and the Gauntlet was my off day, you know, and it was a bad day for everybody else. That was an off day for me. And, yeah, man, I'm happy to be here.
So, you know, before we get into why you're here and why I chose you as a Christmas guest, okay, so Merry Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Merry Christmas, sir.
So what's the story behind Alpha Black? Did you always go by that name when you started this hip hop thing, or you know, is this something new? And why is the spelling?
I've had like a lot of names, man. I'm like, you know, like Diddy changed his name like 7 times. He said as soon as they start getting used to your name, you change it.
Yeah.
Right. So That's not really the truth. The truth is that I'm just very indecisive, and my name has really been like the lowest priority of like what I've been thinking about for my career, and that's crazy because I know a lot of people they got that shit down pat. They like, nah, I want to be called this, I want to be called that. I was just like, if I rap good, it won't matter what I'm called. You know what I'm saying? In the world of PR, we know that that's not true because everything can get roped into some type of branding or whatever. But it was just never something that I when I first started doing music, very first started doing music, like when I was 10, I had my initials. It was RB for my first and last name, and then I started doing a lot of light feet music for Harlem, all that light feet Harlem shaking shit. I had some stuff that spun on Hot 97. Chris Brown actually danced to one of my songs. Is on YouTube right now. I think like 257 or 258,000 views. And I went by the name of Rod Dollar back then.
Okay.
And then I went to college. And when I got to college, I had released my first 2 mixtapes while I was in college. And the first one was called Hashtag Music. The second one was called Clutch City. And when I was doing that, my name in college was Rod Trendsetter. And
you indecisive as fuck.
So I did that. I was throwing parties. I was in Penn State. You feel me? So go Nittany Live. I was up there. I dropped out. I did 62 credits. I was going to become a lawyer.
Oh man.
Not for nothing. Like, it's how much I love this rap shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
And I'm still paying for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here now on QSJ Radio, so it really don't matter. That's what we in it for.
Shout to that.
And then I left college. I came back home. When I came back home, I was Heem. You know what I'm saying? My name is Raheem. So like, a lot of my friends, they would just call me Heem or whatever. So I was like, all right, bet, I'm gonna do this HEEM shit. You know what I'm saying? Heem. Shit.
Yo.
So then I was Heem, right?
Yeah.
So then I put out 2 tapes as Heem. Or rather, the second tape was a rendition of the first one I put out as Heem. It's called The Eye of Ra, and then I made The Eye of Ra Reloaded, which was really just looking at it from a bigger perspective.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough done to really push the first one, and I went from point A to point B. So I said, listen, I'm at point B, but I still got this dope ass fucking tape that nobody's heard, and I also got better. So like, can we like rebrand this tape, and I can just add some more songs? So then I did that, and I was Heem. And then after Heem, we arrived at Alpha Black, and I don't know, bro. The reason I chose the word Alpha Black is because I'm a huge nerd at heart.
Okay.
I love watching like Japanese anime, and I love like the superhero movies and the comic books. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I said I wanted something that was black, and I wanted something that was powerful.
Yeah.
So I was just like, Alpha, like Alpha and Omega. That's like a powerful ass word. I said Black. I said I'm gonna do the thing with the V. You know what I'm saying? I know Black Pyramid. They did it. A couple people they did some shit like that. But I was like, it looked better on me, so I said I'm gonna do it. So I did. So yeah. And it was Alpha the way it was supposed to be spelled, PHA, and then putting that shit on paper, it looked like I was like a medicine or some shit, like Alpha Black, the way he was on paper.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, just do the ALFA, make it look, make it a little more, a little more urban.
A little more urban, a little misspelled.
And that's how we got that. And I feel like Alpha Black is like a superhero. You know what I'm saying? It's like a superhero name. Like, it's like, for me, I feel like I'm my own personal superhero in my own personal movie. And Alpha Black is the protagonist, and all these rappers are the evil villains, and I have to destroy them one by one and systematically.
Okay.
And it's a formula. It's a formula, and it's going to take time. It's going to take energy. It's going to take money, but we're going to do it though. And that's my whole mantra. And that's how we got Alpha Black.
That's how you get Alpha Black. Big shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening in. To me, when artists pick names, it's usually when shit's going on with their life. And it seems like you got a lot of shit that went on in your life. I mean, I'm going to look at it from that perspective and stuff like that. So shout out to you. Shout out to going to the law things. There's a lot of few things in there that I caught on that a lot of these unsigned artists don't get. You talked about PR. You talked about this. You talk about that. When you reference into stuff like that, when was it that you took your career seriously? And then after that, explain to the cats that are listening in, what is PR?
Okay. I would say that I really started, I want to say last year I started taking it really seriously, but it was it's really levels to this shit. Not levels in terms of, I don't want to say levels like in terms of you're an artist and you're at this level. It's really a mindset thing, because if you was to ask me this question 2 years ago, I'd be like, "Man, nigga, I take my shit serious this whole time." But there's a whole business into it, and trying to get the mastery of that business, and I would say would be the beginning of where things started to really turn for me. And I would say that happened like earlier this year, like I really at the top of the year. Excuse me. And that was pretty much where I learned, like, if anybody who's doing music, if they're following the trends of what's going on, you know, they're like consumer facing, like a lot of interfaces for like music and stuff like that. SoundCloud just monetized this year.
Yeah.
Apple Music has that beta out for the artists where you can like actually go in and like edit your profile and edit your picture. You know, they got the tune cores, they got the CD Babies. I use CD Baby. I like CD Baby because you pay a one-time fee. It was like 25 at one point. Now that shit is 10.
Yeah. So
you pay a one-time fee of 10, and if you get your UPC code, you don't got I bought 20. I got 20 UPC codes. But if you don't have them, you can buy. They'll give you a UPC code for extra, you know, $4 some change. So $15, you got a song out on major distribution: Deezer, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Google Play, all that shit.
And CD Baby is one of the old heads. The CD Baby is one of the old heads too. That's cool.
Yo, that's what Russ used. And that's why Russ is talking all his shit, because Russ is like the embodiment of every independent art. No matter what you think about Russ, and I ain't here to talk about Russ, because I don't really listen to the nigga music, honestly. Nothing against him. I just like, and this is crazy. What I'm telling you right now is crazy, because this is how the game is. Like, I don't even listen to Russ's music, but he's so prevalent right now as an artist. He's everywhere that I just know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Russ is a motherfucker. He used CD Baby. You know what I'm saying? He did the whole, you know, go through it myself, you know, hit up my own people, hit up my own blogs, hit up my own DJs, hit up my own, you know, my own radio personalities. It's an everyday thing, you know. And so pretty much getting back to the point of the question, this year was really the year that I started really to get into that.
Yeah. And
it was I learned a little bit more, and it was because I met my partner Mikhail, who I do a lot of music with. He's my roommate, and he pretty much got me touched up on like mastering and like mixing a little bit better, and then I started learning more about social media. Now I didn't really, let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this straight up. I don't really like how important social media is, because there's so many people. Like where I'm at, bro, I can go outside and throw a rock and it'll probably hit somebody in the head.
Yeah.
Who can like out rap anybody that you point me to.
Okay.
Including myself,
okay.
Probably.
Okay.
But because they don't have the numbers and they haven't did the work on the business end, you know, it's just like nothing's happening. So to answer your question, this year what I've started really focusing on is major distribution, taking advantage of all the innovations that's coming out. Literally a lot of shit happened in 2018, bro. Like if you were artists, yo, nigga, we hit the jackpot, bro.
Word.
It's over, bro. It's over, bro. There's literally no reason. The only reason they're not even called record labels no more. They're called budgets, my nigga. That's what they're called.
Word.
Called budgets, because at the end of the day, the bigger the budget, the more moves you can make. But you can, the way they're consumer facing things, you can go and spend your own money and get your shit on these platforms. Instagram, you can hit people up. You know what I'm saying? You can, I every single day I hit people up. I'm like I'm in radio personalities inboxes. I'm hitting DJs up. I'm commenting shit. I'm like, yo, what's up? And you know, the reason why I said I don't like doing it is because my thing is just like, I've been nice as long as I've been alive.
Yeah.
But it's nobody knows. They take it as face value. They take it, you know, with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just flew out to LA, bro. The dude who flew me out to LA, I thought he flew me out there, you know, shout outs to Audio Deadline. I thought he flew me out there because because of my music. I get out there and, you know, I'm out there as a producer and ad specialist because I admin this group called the SoundCloud and Change Joint. So, you know, we just hit 110,000 members.
Everybody's on there.
And he started, he got a startup. He just offered me equity in the company. He wanted me to pretty much partner with him. He was just like, listen, man, I see what you're doing. I just want to be a part of it. I want to have my company plugged in. We got this platform for independent artists. He's pretty much just trying to compartmentalize all of the different networks so that you can have one platform. And it's like peer-to-peer. So an artist can go to another artist and he can get that comment. He can get that subscription. He can get that. Pretty much what we do in the group. You're in these groups, so you see how people work. Yo, sub for sub, you know, play for play, comment. Like, so he's like, fuck, I'm gonna make a platform for that, right? And he already got really big sponsors, Spotify. He got a deal with Empire Records for a contest he has. The winner gets a sit down with Empire Records. You know what I'm saying? Here's my point of this. He flew me out there, didn't hear none of my music, bro. We got out there and I went to 1500 Studio. I know you know 1500. Went to 1500 Studio and we did a live stream and we was reviewing music. And I played my shit on the intermission and he was just like, "The fuck is this? This is you?" I was like, "Dog, you ain't hear none of that." He was just like, "Nah." I was just like, "Yo." Man. And he was just like, "Oh, so you're this nice." And then more opportunities open from there. But my point from all this, my takeaway from all that is that the morbid reality is that in 2018, if you don't got the business in for everybody tuned in for your music, no matter how good, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People are literally, they're making phone calls, they're setting things up, money is getting spent. And the last thing that they're doing is checking your music. They're looking at everything else first. Your press kit, bro. If they get far enough to your press kit, if they make it to your press kit, because a lot of it is, will you piss me off or not? A lot of that is first. Yeah. Your personality, your character.
You gotta be a nice guy.
You an asshole? You know, yeah. Are you an asshole? That's first. If they make it to your press kit, you know what I'm saying? And you got your press kit, but it's like they see a lot of the social media and the numbers. The fucking numbers matter, bro. And you gotta work on your numbers. And that's what being an artist is, my nigga. You gotta work on your numbers every fucking day, bro. You have to work on your numbers, bro. Go get a view. Go get a comment. If you get one comment in 1 week, that's 7 more comments on your video, my nigga. That's one comment every day. What happens if you get like 3 or 5?
True.
In 1 week, your video was looking like some crazy shit. You got 40 comments, nigga, and all you did was, you know. But I've all that shit this year, bro. I really started going hard this year. I started going ham, and I'm just getting the numbers up. And I don't even got that much music on major distribution right now. I got like 4 songs up. I got another joint coming out on the 4th called Max Collaboration. Baby Boys, my next joint that I'm going to release. I got like 3 albums worth of work, so I don't really even got to record anything new. I'm just like, you know, and setting up releases and all that. But yeah, man, it's beautiful. Ready. I love it.
Lovely. Big shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. The single right here that I guess you guys dropped 3 months ago is a video to it. FYTB featuring MKHL and Alpha Black.
Yeah, that's MK. That's my Rubik.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play that video real quick, get a little break in. A quick break, not like the break we had. My fault, bro.
I'll be rambling, bro. You got to stop me.
You good. I'm trying to stop you, but it's all good because you know what? It's heavy this year, and the conversation that we about to have next is what brought you here. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. What's the name of this song real quick, though?
FYTB. That stands for fuck you talking about. That's what we be telling these niggas.
Oh,
we
right.
gonna talk about that shit too. That's exactly why we here.
That's exactly why.
Yo, my nigga, I'm all fucked up, my nigga. I'm on Percocets. I got bandages around my leg with Rock Lee. My nigga, what the fuck? Why was last night like some TMZ shit, nigga? What the fuck, yo? Like, these niggas is injured. He was in here dying. I'm dying. You're dying. Fucking everybody's dying, bro. Corin pulled up with some pickles on ice. That's gangster.
Bitch, what's that shit you said? Fuck you talking about? We them niggas right now. Diamonds all over my wrist. Diamonds all over my bitch. Ooh, fuck that shit you said. Fuck you talking about? We them niggas right now. We them niggas. Nah, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that.
Hit the engine when it rev. Niggas been laying off a flex. Devil man gon' cut the bends. I'm just worried about my hands. Everybody's up next, and I ain't worried about who's best. But if my girl makes me a milli, she gon' get a running show to her friends. Custom fit, Taylor Swift, dumb quick, with it hits. Bruce Wayne, till I'm rich, man, with a stick. I ain't talking about that dope shit, cause everybody's on that dope shit. Lil niggas make the hood sick, and I'm just trying to make the hood rich. Pussy nigga like an alpaca, cause a pack of niggas always rhyme with you. In the gully, they won't ride with you. I can peep them from the side. Stay behind me in a safe zone. You don't want these sets to come collide with you. Niggas talking, they can slide with you. Electric with the shit, they vibe with you.
Hold up, bitch, what's that shit you said? Fuck you talking about? We them niggas right now. Diamonds all over my wrist. Diamonds all over my bitch. Ooh, fuck that shit you said. Fuck you talking about? We them niggas right now. We them niggas. Nah, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. I done did a whole lot of waiting. My kindness can be so mistaken. My honest opinion is I'm probably winning. If I'm not, then whatever. I'm an optimist. Really hearing God to my milli rock off. And my milli pop off to the silly pop culture. I really got bars. Till a pop icon. She fuck with the right song. I fuck with my ice on. Wax off. Mr. Miyagi. Roll a whole back when and get a Menagerie. I don't really that niggas if I don't know him. Shit going crazy. We still in the lotto. We ain't even make it to the stage yet. Smurder dance to the bank with the paycheck. New York nigga, so I got an OD. Cause I'm way too raw for the latex. Hold up, bitch, what's that shit you said? Fuck you talking about? We them niggas right now. Diamonds all over my wrist. Diamonds all over my bitch. Ooh, fuck that shit you said. Fuck you talking about? We them niggas right now. We them niggas. Nah, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that.
Yo, my nigga.
Big shout out to everybody listening. Tuned in to QSJRadio.com, home to the unsigned artists. Got the homie Alpha Black in the building. Harlem World in the building. So, the beginning of all this, man, what really made you want to go ahead and do this hip-hop thing?
I was making beats first when I was like 10 years old. I got enrolled in this after school program. My mom enrolled me into it. Shout out to my mom. She raised me by herself. She was a single mom. She did the damn thing. Showed me what a black queen looked like, you know. And she put me in this after school program called the Intel Computer Clubhouse. And they had like a little studio in there. So I used to go work on beats and stuff. This is when I was 10 years old. So
wow.
You know, I was chopping up beats. And I was actually one of the premier patrons of that after school program. I like went to like their main summits 2 times in a row, where they choose like the most productive people and then fly them out to this college in Boston. And it was an international thing. So, you know, people were doing this in like Africa, they were doing it in like Ireland and stuff, in Australia, and they all came to Boston. And then we all stayed in the college. They let us use the dorms and stuff, and it was just a well of creativity of like young minds. So I was in there, and eventually, you know, I was rapping too, but you know, I was really making beats crazy, and then I started rapping. And in a nutshell, that's how it happened, bro. And you know, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I always feel like producers are hidden rappers anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always doing that anyway. So shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening. If you guys are just tuning in right now, we on the air right now with Alpha Black. He got a lot of AKAs. I didn't write them down. But yeah, we talking about this 2018. So I want to talk to this because I posted something online. Nobody really saw it. Everybody's going through their own thing, getting ready for the holidays or whatever. But I wanted to give out a free interview here on QSJ Radio. And Alpha Black, he went ahead and got it. So if he didn't know, you get 4 songs on radio rotation. All of that stuff gets sent out, and this interview gets recorded, sent out to all podcasters, including iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and all those other places. So anyways, all that we just gave to this dude. But at the same time, I caught attention because I seen a specific live recorded, and then all of a sudden you spazzed on them because they did something to you. Now I don't want to say their names because
we ain't gonna say their names.
We ain't gonna say their names, but they kind of well known for their own own little thing. But you went on there, and then all of a sudden somebody was, they said something, and then you had to spaz. So I know that as an unsigned artist, signed artist, whatever the situations that you had occurred, you've dealt with this shit before, but it wasn't so live. Why flip out now? What happened in that situation?
So when I was in LA, I met this guy called Audio Fly, right? And I remember we was in the car. We was on our way to 1500 Studios, right? And I just got out there, and the dude, the CEO of the company, the startup, he was still introducing me to people and stuff. So while we was in the car on the way to 1500 Studios, I was having a conversation very similar to this. Not in the same context of what you asked me about, but just about the music and just the inspirations and all that other stuff. Yeah. And he was just like, bro, you just need a camera on you when you talk.
Yes.
If somebody's just filming you when you speak, we're good. That's our content right there. So as far as me making the video, the thing is, and these are a lot of the underlining behind the scene things that nobody ever sees, because we're human beings.
Yeah.
I'm a human being, so like I naturally react to stuff. But what I learned is, on the occasions that we do get some of that shit on footage, it's hilarious. It's hilarious, bro. I when that happened, my initial response was "fuck out of here," but then I was just like, because what he. Can I get into what he actually did?
You can, but I'm gonna interrupt you during the whole thing because I just have a feeling that I might flip the fuck out if I don't. So go ahead.
So what he actually did, and I want to make this very clear for the viewers that's watching and stuff. I'm not somebody who feels like you have to like my music. You have to dig Alpha Black. You have to buy into my brand. You have to, constructive criticism, any criticism. If you secure enough in your craft, it don't really matter. So I donated $25 to this particular program, and for a lot of people they watching like, what the fuck, bro? Why'd you do that? And even though we ain't gonna name them, I will say, because we had like a previous conversation before we got on the live. What I knew about these guys were this. They get an average of like 105 to 110 viewers normally. They pop up on my feed all the time. And as far as live reviews go, what I'm saying, they have like a clean setup and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was just like, and that's part of the independent artist experience. You invest in your craft.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I sent them niggas a 25. I sent them 25, get me in there. You know what I'm saying? And they spun my record. And again, and I mentioned that I gave them that 25 just so everybody is clear on the context and also understand my intentions. Yeah. I didn't send them that 25 expecting them to kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect anybody to just kiss my ass with nothing. Don't do that, please. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And what he actually did was, when he spun the record, the part of the gauntlet where I kind of speed up, where I'm like ripping the Band-Aid off the wound, and my fault if it's still hurting, for so then after squeezing the lemon right over it, these niggas bogus thinking that they gonna win me over with this hibbity jibbity skibbity rap, ribbity whack, bitch, I got the remedy back. That part, he kept on like rewinding it back, because he was just like, I can't hear what you're saying. So what he actually did was, while he was on the live, he kept on rewinding it back to the point where, like, even me as the person who made it, it was annoying to my ears. He was like, ripping the Band-Aid off, ripping the Band-Aid, ripping the Band-Aid off, ripping the Band-Aid off, fold up, still fold up. Like, he kept doing it back, like, over and over and over again on some, like, kind of clowning it, like, talking mad fast, bro. Can't hear what you're saying, so I don't understand it, and all this other stuff. And the crazy thing about this situation is, while it was happening, he has, like, it was a live on Facebook, but it's kind of similar to this, where you're, like, live in different things. Yeah. He had, like, a feed on the corner of the screen, like, right here, where you could see the comments coming in, as well as, you know, the actual comments on the video, right? And on the comments, you can see people going, yo, this shit is fire. And the video is still up, so anybody can go look at this video. Yes. You know, and people are going, yo, this shit is fire. Stop skipping it. Let this play. There were some people who was coming in, and this is still a mind blow for me, just progressing as an artist. There was people who, when he announced me, was just like, who, Alpha Black? Oh, nah, this shit is about to be crazy. Yeah. You don't know Alpha Black. Yeah. We know Alpha Black. That shit is about to be crazy. There was people, there was comments, there was live, they was going in, they're still there. You can see the timestamps on them. Yeah. And, you know, my thing is just like, dog, don't skip my shit back fucking 20, 30 fucking times. Like, yo, I'm not exaggerating, bro. It was like 20, 30 certain times. You didn't skip my shit back.
So
now everybody, so the people that's playing the shit now who's just watching, you know, the dick riders and the potential dick riders and bandwagoners. And that they own it now.
That's where I have the problem. Okay, that's where I have the problem. Okay, I never really wanted to go ahead and go after this dude because I know his clientele. And I know his clientele all had numbers and they got signed and all this stuff. And the man's been doing it 20 years in the game. I get it. But the whole thing is, here, we are against shit like that because it's part of the 5 schemes, all right, that they get the unsigned artists. Now that they have the capabilities of going live, all of a sudden it's a live scheme versus something that happens. You give a process, you get a bullshit contract going on and stuff like that. You just cash apping somebody or whatever. It's all good. And I understand artists always want to get this feedback or situations. But the thing is when I saw that video, I actually went back to the actual live video. And no one else was saying that the song wasn't popping. No one else. So what ended up happening was the generic feeling of, oh, you want a live review? We're going to have to give you something. And what something is something. And that's where and I understand why you got mad. You got mad because if everybody is saying it's fire, how are you nitpicking this shit?
Exactly.
And in the game right now where you can't even understand 3 of the 4 verses that some of these artists are dropping, I don't even understand why miscommunication is an issue, especially when it comes to that kind of stuff. Now, let's get it right. Hold on.
You won't need infinity stones if you thinking that you posted a thread. It's reality. You'll end up as a casualty. My anatomy's threshold for bullshit is practically non-existent. You motherfuckers thinking you in this, you watch up.
The part he was playing was a little bit before that. It was like the 4 bars right before that part where I started.
Born of incest, getting torn to pieces on every beat that I blast. Wanna feature, I bet. Ain't it funny how shit ain't the same no more? Shoot my shot, I really don't gotta aim no more. Have my back, bitch, you know what I came in for. Bitch. Can't stop, won't stop till I'm paid in full. Ripping the Band-Aid off the wound ain't my fault if it's still hurting. Pour salt in it after squeezing the lemon right over with. These niggas bogus thinking that they gon' win me over with this hibbity jibbity skibbity rap, ribbity whack. Bitch, I got the remedy back.
Okay, that was heat. Okay, I heard everything. I think he was, you know what I'm saying, being serious. I know that wherever we listening to, if you guys are tuning in on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, all that stuff, make sure you guys comment. But anyways, the shit it's heat. I'm listening through my headphones right now. I'm literally hearing the Band-Aid rip off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm listening to this shit. I'm hearing the saliva. It's crispy. What the syllables are in there? People, you guys think I'm crazy? Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. Because I'm not.
Can't stop, won't stop till I'm paid in full. Yeah. Ripping the band-aid off the wound, ain't my fault if it's still hurting. Pour salt in it after squeezing the lemon right over with. These niggas bogus, thinking that they gon' win me over with this hibbity jibbity skibbity rap, ribbity whack. Bitch, I got the remedy back. You gon' need infinity stones if you thinking that you posted the threads.
And then I heard I like how you did the video remix of that, but you went
that was the point I wanted to make. My whole point, because the question was, why did I do that, right? So the video, when I had him skipping shit, when I was skipping it back, and I go, that's what he did to me. That's literally what he did to me, and he did it way more times than I did it to him in the video. I flamed him way worse than he could have ever flamed me when I started talking, but that was the equivalent, you know, like a small percentage of the equivalent of like how he kept on replaying it back. Because when he was replaying it back, it was like a DJ. Like, you know, it wasn't like I'm gonna stop it and replay it, like pause, replay it. It was like he had a thing where he kept on, it just went back to it, like ripping the bandit, ripping the bandit, ripping the bandit. But he did it so many times that it literally, like, you know, it was like, bro, that's annoying, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah. It's horrible because artists deal with that not only on the live, like a Facebook Live or anything like that, but they deal with that on the behind the scenes. 2018 was on something where you took a serious control of your music, and then you went out there. You did a few things too, right? You went to a toy drive this weekend, right? You performed there. Yeah. You got paid for that, correct?
Yeah. They didn't hand me money to do it. I wasn't even supposed to be there. I had a neutral connect that was a part of it.
Okay.
And you know, they just kind of plugged me into it, and but I got paid in the sense that the song that got played that I performed, it was registered. I got it registered with my performing rights, or, you know, ASCAP. You know, shout outs to ASCAP, but I'm trying to get the fuck out of that. I get out of it in like January. Yo,
okay.
Get on your performing rights real quick. Get on them shits, and choose the right one. Go with BMI, because they pay you better. It's a better way that they pay you. And I ain't know that. Like, I made my ASCAP shit like years ago, and then when I started taking shit seriously, and I was just like, you need a performing rights. I was just like, oh shit, I'm with ASCAP already, even though they ain't been sending me shit, you know, because I haven't been doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
they always got their number.
You can't just quit ASCAP. These is gangsters. They gangsters for
real.
real.
I've been with ASCAP since 2006, and I'm not even an artist.
For real. So you already know what that message is.
Yes.
You go in and try to be like, listen, I'm trying to switch, and they're like, hold on, motherfucker, hold on. We got you for another 6 months, my nigga. So listen, you can apply to get out this bitch, like, in a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, in terms of how I'm getting paid, I was registered, so.
But it's not even about the getting paid. It's about still doing out there, still going in, still doing videos, still grinding, still getting heavy, still doing name switches, still doing a whole bunch of stuff. And you wanted to be a lawyer, then you knew paperwork was how this world turns. So that was one thing that you had good as an artist, because artists think that it's a popularity contest without paperwork.
I'm the complete opposite. I was just like, as long as I got my bars, I'm good. And that's why I'm Alpha Black right now. What's holding me up is the fact that I can actually rap. It's a terrifying experience to get into a situation with me on some rap shit, because I'm gonna get on the track, and I have the freedom to just kind of mix things myself. You know, that's why Travis Scott is so legendary. You know, he was pretty much the arbiter of Kanye's, you know, Kanye's new career. You know, he helped Rihanna, he helped Migos. Yeah. Listen to Migos, listen to Versace, and then listen to, you know, anything they put out this year. You're gonna hear a clear difference. That clear difference has a name. That name is Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? Travis Scott don't let nobody touch his music. He'll give a fuck where he at. Yo, I gotta mix this. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening. One thing that I did see in 2018, and obviously What I call it is the unsung game. A victim of is the whole review game. That shit jumped a lot in 2018, especially when you said you was getting more control of your whole social media. What do you think about these things?
I first of all want to say that I want everybody to see the bigger picture.
Okay.
I want everybody to see the bigger picture because you invited me to QSJ Radio to have this interview. It's a high honor, and I just want all the viewers to see the bigger picture in the indie artist experience. And the bigger picture is that experience. You brought me on here because you saw the video, and then you went and saw the live and all this other stuff. And we're, that's the conversation, right? This video, what the fuck? But here's the bigger picture. I'm on QSJ Radio because I made that decision.
The unsung artist experience.
So when you ask these questions that are just like, what are my thoughts on the whole thing? My thing is just like, listen, at the end of the day, 100 and something viewers, a couple of people actually hopped in my inbox after that review and was just like, bro, I went to your channel, I heard your shit, it was fire.
Yeah.
Fuck what this nigga's talking about. And as far as what I think about the social media and being anything, listen, if I didn't have that energy to go and want to spend that 25 that day, and it ain't about the money, it's about taking your shit seriously. I casually spend money in places where I think it's going to advance my career. Sometimes it goes through if I do all my research correctly, and that happens most of the time. Sometimes it don't happen the way I want it to happen.
Yeah.
But it's all an investment. So yeah, he mocked me. He made my shit sound like a stupid ass song.
Yeah.
And all that other shit. I made a funny video afterwards, but I'm on QSJ Radio right now. I'm doing a live interview. You know what I'm saying? I get to tell my story a little bit more. So at the end of the day, I think that's what a step is called. So, this person we're talking about in this review we're talking about, he was just a step to where we're getting. And again, the bigger picture of the whole indie experience, right? The fact that people are even able to go live and do reviews, even though, he was an asshole with me, but I'm never going to front on nobody. Alpha Black don't front on nobody. I was attracted and went and spent money because his interface was so clean and sleek.
Crispy.
I ain't know nothing about his clientele. I don't know who the fuck he is. You know what I'm saying? Honestly.
You don't want to know because you're going to be like, shit. It's all good.
He's somebody in the South. He got some plugs and shit, and that's cool.
He got a lot of plugs.
What I'm saying?
It's all good. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. The thing is, I'm going to tell you, though, it wasn't his video. It was your video that got me up there. You know what I'm saying? It was your grind, your shit. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
But I get what you're saying because you still got people with the feedback, the better feedback, people trying to probably get on songs with you and all that, connects, and people trying to bring you down there, wherever they at. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to take a little break real quick because we're going to talk about what's going on with you right now and the future leading into this new year. This right here is off the SoundCloud, off D's remix. Why
Jay? Wow, you gonna play that?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why a J. Cole thing, but we'll talk about that in a few. Shout out to everybody listening.
We call him Baba Yaga. The boogeyman? Well, John wasn't exactly the boogeyman. He was the one you sent to kill the fucking boogeyman.
Fresh up off the red eye, lay away in Vegas. Just got back from LA, they saying I'm the greatest. finally got my own now. Look, my mom made it. Would say these rappers overrated, but that's an overstatement. Who you telling? Voodoo, how I shit do pellets on beats. Got a few screws loose, but I get a huge boost when I get in this mood. Gotta get in my back. Do I really gotta do this every single time a nigga come out with a record? That shot gas to clear my path. Hear this rap, wear this mask. Run that, where's the cash? Fuck that, we them niggas don't need them niggas, don't see them niggas. Spinning YTB on niggas. Eastside 3's up easy, nigga. These ain't gangsta, these is triggers. Click, click, click. Blow that Kodak ZZ, nigga. 9mm, no BB, nigga. Look at my neck, look at my wrist, look at my check. Look what I did. Get off my dick, ain't no space, plenty of room, but I gave it away. Tearing out the meat on beats, air it out, no B&B. Word of mouth, I'm heard about it, loving how I'm turning out. Little old me, who would've guessed I end up ranked with the best MCs? G.O.D. my preference in this rap shit. If you ever try to reference me, R.I.P. if you slept on a young OG, but they all wide awake now. Everywhere I go with some bad hoes, with some balls I gotta break down. Hannibal shit, lyrical belt. Most these rappers, literal pelts. Tax it, get put on my shelf. No cosign, I put on myself. Pay no mind, I'm feeling myself. Pay my fine or kill yourself. Suicidal with the press. Damn, I got these niggas stressed. Am I not the fucking best? They don't really know who they fucking with. Cause a scene in public, cause my team is bubbling. And the money coming in, got me on some other shit. And if I can't take it with me, why the fuck would I budget it? Huh? Listen, little bitch, I don't really wanna have to get into this shit. Fuck around, had to put a nigga in a ditch. And tryna hang out on some pick a nigga shit. Might hit a lick, get a little rich. Peace my east side niggas, then peace out, we out. Nigga, this me now, pussy going me out when I make the kitty cat wet. I see now why I gotta be like this. Straight beat downs and these sound with decal beat. The crown you see is bound to me, the boundaries. My sound elite, it sounds to me like all 5 boards can count on me. I hope New York is proud of me. This is what our sound should be. Sight, fuck niggas talking about, got it by the neck from the bottom of the shit. First I make a little money, then I pop a little shit, then I do it over and over and over again. The motherfuckers can't stand it, you know I'm going in. Got a whole lot of wins, but I'm throwing up L's. Heard some plans ain't going so well. I hate when they feed me nasty beats, eat them whatever, I'm throwing up sales. And I should probably clarify, yeah, shit is getting terrifying, yeah. Boogeyman, Baba Yaga, either that or Dalai Lama. We are not the same, and my time is worth a lot of dollars. She said she model, yada yada. I ain't even asked about her. Boogeyman shit. Y'all should've known what I do to this shit. Smoke homegrown with the Fonto spliff. Alcohol tone and the shit get lit. New York shit. Chill, just might be your bitch on my dick. Fuck this shit. Load the clip, let it rip. Boogeyman shit. Y'all should've known what I do to this shit. Smoke homegrown with the Fonto spliff. Alcohol tone and the shit get lit. New York shit. Chill, just might be your bitch on my dick. Fuck this shit. Load the clip, let it rip. It's the Boogeyman.
Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home of the unsigned artists. Shout out to the homie Alpha Black. He's in the building. Or Heavy. We talked about a lot of things, but I'm going to tell you something right now. The one thing that is actually why we got him on here is because I saw a, kind of like a little controversial video, whatever, and then he connected with me really quick, really, even though he was kind of busy. I think that same day that I hit him up, he was about to hit up a toy drive or something like that. And after that, he was like, yeah, I got a little saucy, couldn't hit you up. Like, I'm like, yo, this dude, you know what? He working, let it be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's actually hard because, even, I don't know if you felt into this with colleagues or whatever, people that you run into, but some of these artists act like they're too busy to do an interview.
That's stupid.
This is literally what artists should be doing all day. You know what I'm saying?
That's stupid. I think, I don't know. I think that's the difference between being like, an artist that just has like a label behind them, or they got, some bug in their ear that's telling them do this and do that. And, I told you I got the other story for you, and the video is on my Instagram that I made about this new dude from the toy drive. I got a whole nother video, and that's what I'm gonna just start doing now, bro. I'm gonna just start recording my responses, not showing off, not putting on for social media. I'm gonna just, when I spaz, I'm gonna just record it and then I'm gonna just put it up.
Hey, that could be a thing. Leading into other stuff.
Lead it with my personality. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, if I'm lucky enough, my personality will lead into the music, and then and we go from there. As far as artists not wanting to do interviews, that's stupid. As soon as you hit me up about this, what I immediately did is like, it's like clockwork at this point. If I get invited to anything, I do my research, I look and see what's going on. I was like, yo, this is crazy. But even before the research, I'm just like, yo, somebody wants to interview me?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who wants to interview me? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's I don't think that's a smart idea for anybody watching. That's the takeaway. Like, do them shits. All of it.
Before we get into what's going on right now, alphablack.com, right? Something like that?
Yeah. Alphablackmusic.com.
Alphablackmusic.com. The black is BLVCK music.com. Yep. Anything that you want to know about this dude is there. We talked about how behind the scenes how one guy, I don't know if we're talking about the same situation over here where somebody asked you to send music and you gave them a website and then they were like talking funny because of that. But
yeah, that was a toy drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the video is out right now on the Instagram and the Instagram is I mean, look,
Alpha Black.
It's just ridiculous because for me, and I say this to a lot of artists, like, you have to. I just followed you, by the way, Alpha Black. You don't have to follow back. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to. But.
Don't worry. I'm saying that. Wow, you got some followers in there. Okay, working. Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, and on YouTube, Alpha Black Music. So the thing is, it's like when I got anybody who's like thinking that you fire, heat, something like that, and you give them a reference and it's not something specific to what they're asking, if they really want you there and it's not no hustle, then I don't really believe that anything was like should have came out his face where he well maybe you could tell the story a little bit different. Yeah,
I mean the context is this: I went out to the show, and this is a part of it. We getting a business in the thing. I usually don't like, you know, it wasn't a booking. You know what I'm saying? I'll pop up and just do, and even the term like I'll pop up, kind of emphasis on like I'm good enough to pop up, but it's not that. It's really just like I have so much shit. Like I'm putting together a show for a big opening act that I don't want to announce yet
until confirmation.
So we have things secure.
That's business shit right there.
I'm putting together an event for the company that I just got equity in, the Audio Deadline. I'm putting together like a little mixer, the same thing they did in LA. I'm trying to organize something like that in New York. I have release parties. I have like I have so many songs. So like I literally like most of my day is just like figuring out, you know, how to release these songs and do it in a prompt manner because nobody knows who I am. So I can't really have releases like, yo, Alpha Black's coming out. Like I'm still not at that level. No matter what nobody says. And I know people that listen to my music, but you got to be real with yourself and you got to be real with your traction. So I just got so much shit going on. And this particular dude, when he approached me, he, you know, coming to this event, it was just, you know, I knew somebody. They said, yo, it's a toy drive. You know, they got a slot. I can give you the slot if you want the slot. I was like, yo, it's a cool ass event. Of course I'm gonna go. The fuck, you know what I'm saying? I bought my toy, you know what I'm saying? I bought it in and I did my thing or whatever. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, as cordial as I am, I take my shit serious. So, you know, I got there and, you know, people who was there, you know, there was some good acts, but, you know, they wasn't fucking with Alpha Black at all.
Okay.
And I did my set. It was the best set up there. And you know, the dude, he approaches me after I do my set and like he pulls me to the side. I was drinking, I was talking to my homie. He like kind of pulled me to the side on some Men in Black shit and was just like, yo, yeah, like, you know.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I do this and that and I saw your thing and, you know, it was you know, your shit ain't really sound too good. Like the master, you know, it ain't come out the speakers too good, you know.
What?
It ain't. Your mids was off and all this other stuff.
He said your mids.
Like, and I was just like, all right, you know, you feel me? Yo,
what?
Traffic. Yo, you feel me? I'm trying to sit there like not be the asshole because I feel like I'm not an asshole at heart. So I'm sitting there, I'm listening, and you know, in my opinion is like, nigga, I've played this same song in stadiums.
Yeah.
I played not stadiums. That's a lie. but I played it in
big venues. There you go.
Big venues.
It's
bro.
okay.
Big,
it feels
big
like a stadium.
bro.
Fuck it.
I played it in big venues,
Yeah.
bro. And it comes out pretty goddamn good. And, you know, but I didn't say all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to him. You know, he's showing me his Instagram and stuff. He's just like, you know, I'm connected with Universal Music Group. And, you know, I know this person, and I know this person and all this other stuff. And, you know, so, you know, me just being the entrepreneur that I am, even though I'm just like, fuck this nigga, I'm just like, you know, in the spirit of being an entrepreneur, let me try to take advantage of this. You know, he say he know these people. It might be bullshit, but you never know. So I say to him, I go, okay, well, why did you pull me to the side? You know, I didn't know who you were, who you was. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of pulled me to the side. Where is this going? Are you interested in, you know, introducing me to some of these UMG contacts you got, or was this you just give me constructive criticism? What is this? You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, nah, man, you know, a guy in my position, you know, you don't really sound like an authentic New York artist. So because you don't sound like an authentic New York artist, you don't really mesh well with what I'm looking for. So, you know, all this other stuff. Now in my head, I'm like, nigga, why the fuck are you talking to me?
Word.
Why'd you pull me to the side? Why'd you take me out of my element of happiness? I was
For
drinking.
real, you was killing it.
Liquor was entering my body. When you decided to come over to me and pull me to the side with this bullshit.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what that situation is. If you go to Instagram and you watch the video, see it, and all the video is I clowned him, but I also try to make the point of just like, listen, be secure in who you are.
Yeah.
One of the main points I made in that video is that I'm a New Yorker. I was born in Harlem Hospital, born and raised here. I've been in Harlem my whole life. But the sad fact of the matter is not like it's a secret. Everybody just kind of knows. If you're a New York artist, you just kind of notice, like, the people from your city, they don't really go as hard to support you as, like, people from other places.
Yeah.
And you sometimes, you know, it fucks you up in the head because it's just like, you know, damn, I'm from here. So, you know, everybody here is nice, and they see that I'm nice. So why wouldn't they? But it's because everybody got their own agendas.
Yeah.
And everybody trying to hustle too. That's the big thing in New York.
Yeah.
The
Big shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening in. My man Mike Neely, he's been shooting these comments, and he's literally listening to you right now. He's like, people do a lot of name dropping and don't really show proof of who they really are. That's really true.
I'll tell you this much. I'm gonna tell you this much. My response to that is this: when he showed me his Instagram, he was actually standing next to some people. You know, everybody got the picture with the, you know, with the logo in the back and shit. And he was actually standing next to some people. So I'm not even going to front on this person. We going to name it or anything. But for the sake of conversation, he had some, you know, pictures. I was just like, okay, he know people. But my point is, my career is flourishing, bro. I just went out to LA and I have to pay a goddamn dime. And the motherfucker who took me out there ain't even hear my music. Then when he heard my music, it turned to a whole nother situation. I'm getting equity in companies, bro. I'm managing everything that I do. I play my music in front of hundreds of people. People download my shit. People buy my shit, bro.
Yeah.
So who and as far as this New York sound thing, which is the point, my thing was just like, yo, I've been making New York type music. I got a whole lot of, like, you know, my biggest thing is
you know what?
Yeah.
With that whole New York thing, I don't even know what that means, because we went from you know, I've been involved with this hip hop thing for a long time. So the whole East West thing, then trying to bring back a Millie Rock, then try to freaking, you know, come back versus storytellings, all that stuff, and then French Montana BX song comes and switches the whole game on us, you know. And then, come on, man, I don't even know what a New York rapper really sounds like. So whatever it is, okay,
B.
yeah, true, okay, but you know? Cardi B sound like she's from, like, the Midwest of Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so different, and she says that in a lot of her up and coming interviews, where she was like, I was going around the country trying to figure out what people are really listening to. You know?
From New Yorker to New Yorker, all right? New Yorker to New Yorker, what I feel like a New York artist is supposed to sound like is somebody who has bars, who can spit, who can actually rap.
Yes.
And I feel like my honor and my homage to the city and the state that I'm from is having lyricism on a caliber that it's just a dangerous situation every single time.
Yeah.
Like, and I evolved to that. I haven't always been that. You know, I make music whenever I feel like making music. I got to a point where I was just like, all right, even if I'm fucking around, I gotta have some bars because I'm from this city and I want, excuse me, I'm drinking my fault.
It's all good.
And I want everybody that's actually, if you're from New York and you watching this, I want you to understand that I respect my city. I respect the fact that I was born here. I respect the fact that hip hop was born here in the South Bronx. I respect the fact that some of the greatest MCs, some of them don't go mention in 2018. KRS-One, one of my favorite artists. I get how there's a difference between consumerism and lyricism. It's a difference. And for a lot of artists who are that nice, the line is very black and white. You know, I get that. My version of being a New York artist is somebody who is able to take the sound of New York, combine it with other elements similar to what Kendrick Lamar did with jazz and the whole West Coast sound. You know, he's big for that. Kendrick Lamar is a dope. The Gauntlet, every artist that I name are people that I want to do battle with, my nigga, and I respect these niggas.
Yeah.
And, you know, if any of them happen to hear the song and want to come at little old me, for me, that's a compliment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I respect Kendrick Lamar. I respect Dreamville and that whole roster. Jid is killing. That was Jid's song. Off D's, that was JID. That was his song, featuring J. Cole. I heard that shit. You know, I'm a type of artist where I'm so used to everybody being so whack that I hear something that's dope and it just makes me want to go. It just lights a fire under my ass.
Yeah.
I respect all these cats. You know what I'm saying? I respect all of them, and I don't know, man. I just got this fire lit inside of me, bro. Where it's just like I gotta always just kind of be on my game, and I honestly forgot what I was talking about, bro.
Okay, it's all good because we gotta move on anyway. So Alpha Black, what is it? What is it that you working on right now? Leading to a project, or if a project's out already, and what's going on for 2019?
So right now, because I have so much music, all I'm doing right now is I'm just releasing my music and I'm doing it. I'm trying not to like spread it out too much because again, nobody knows who I am.
Yeah.
But I try to set up events every time I do, and that's really like my sideline thing. Whenever I release a song, so everybody who's not in New York who can't come to the events is just like, oh, he's releasing a song, and you know whatever. But when I release music, you know, I send it off to blogs. Shout outs to Global Money Media. They publish everything that I do. I don't even post music no more. I post blogs. I post a blog, and then you can get my music at the bottom of the blog after you read the article. You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot of songs. That I'm like scheduled to come out, and I'm just trying to focus on getting my numbers right for them.
Yeah.
In terms of a project, I have enough music to put a project out right now, but between now and when I plan to release that project, to give you a date, I expect to release my project in like May, because by May I'll have like the metrics. You know what I'm saying? I'll have the metrics
like
of
you're working out whatever.
Which cities are listening. You know, who's here and who's there. I can plan my tours and actually use some real data to do it. As an independent artist, you can't just put albums out on Spotify. Nobody know who the fuck you are.
True story. They gotta stop doing that.
It's expensive. If you got the budget to do it, then do it. But usually, you know, like when you submit shit to like playlists and stuff on Spotify and stuff like that, you know, they take singles, you know, and if you're submitting the whole project, you know, the process is a little more extensive. There's more to do.
Yeah.
But that's my plan. That's my plan for the next couple of months. Just releasing music, do release parties, and just, you know, film anything that I do, and just go from there.
So you doing a lot of this, you know, by yourself. A lot of research, a lot of this, a lot of that. I know that you got people that you paying homage to and stuff like that, but this is by yourself. This is a lot of information there.
You kind of gotta have it. I mean, if you, I don't even know how else to put it. You kind of gotta, unless you got the money to like hire somebody to do that for you, because there is a job field for this.
Yes.
And, you know, it's many different fields that I like handle, but really the reality is record labels, they have departments to handle the things that I do for myself. For a record label, they have an artist repertoire, A&R, that is a department. Distribution, that is a department. Publishing, that is a department. Content creation, that is a department. So it's like these sections of what a career should look like, they're there. The template is there. The difference is that they're, like I said in the beginning, it's since they're consumer facing everything, they're making it more available for the user to use versus the company. You can do a lot of this shit yourself, and I need help, bro. Like, I would love to like just make the music.
Yeah,
I would love that. I would love that, bro. I would love to just make the music, because if I can just make the music, I would be so much more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And if I had somebody that can oversee, you know, my interviews, or oversee when things are coming out, just oversee it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not control it, just oversee
basically
it.
like, you know, yeah, we ain't got time for that.
Just free up time. Just free up time, because this takes up most of my day. And let me tell you something. And I think this is probably going to be the most important thing I say. I'm only able to focus on like all the other stuff with my career because I have so much music already.
Yeah.
It'll for me, it wouldn't really be difficult to create new music, because even FYTB, I created that, excuse me, like right before I like went out to a party. Me and my boy MK, we was chilling, and he brought the beat up, and we just like, we laid the track down right before I went out. So I can do music whenever I want, but you know, the business in the thing is so crazy, because it's 24/7. It doesn't stop. You know what I'm saying? It's literally like it's an everyday thing. I have to do things that like literally I would want to eventually have personal assistants and employ them and just do these things for me.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of stuff, bro. It's a lot, and there's a lot that I probably still don't know. But I know that there's basics, and as an artist, you need to know these basics. At least you need to know what distribution is if you're an artist. You need to know what sync licensing is. You need to know how you gonna make your money if somebody decided to use your song in a commercial. You know what I'm saying? You need to know what a 360 is.
Word.
You need to know what a percentage is versus gross profits, gross revenue. You need to know the difference.
Yep.
Tekashi got because he was getting paid with the profits, but he ain't know about the revenue.
Yeah.
The revenue was millions.
Yeah.
And his profit margin was in the hundreds of thousands. He fucked that up because he's Tekashi, and he wasn't paying attention to what you know. He figured it out eventually.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to figure that out eventually. 50 Cent don't figure that shit out eventually. Fifth, going into this shit, he know exactly where it is.
Yep.
He know where his money's at. He know where it's going. He know when it's going in. He know when it's coming out. So my thing is just like, no, I ain't 50 Cent. I ain't Tekashi 6ix9ine. Shout out Tekashi. Hope he get out. You know, I'm not on a level with any of these niggas right now, but my mindset is there. So as I progress, I gradually am able to, you know, allocate these resources and get them. But it is a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of work, bro. It's a lot.
We're gonna go ahead and take a little break real quick. Talk about these tracks available right now on SoundCloud. Like I said, that's streaming basis, but you can go to alphablackmusic.com. That's ALFABLVCK music.com. This one right here called Baby Boy. Shout out to everybody listening in.
Oh, Baby Boy, hey.
You're listening to a QSJ radio
I done did a lot of shit that I ain't proud of, I admit, but I ain't never take no L without leaving with a win. Even if I lose my footing, I don't know how else to put it. This that Omar Gooden looking for, and that's to put my foot in, baby boy. This is grown man business, and I ain't got the time to be holding hands with you. My life on the line, there's some grown man issues. Straight up out the mud, if I ain't leave the sand with you. Well, I got a tight schedule, I got a flight schedule. My girl like other girls that like to give head to. My youngest might line you if I say I don't like you. My attitude is just as bad as it was in high school. My features half a stack, and that's without the push. The bitches complimentary, they come with every hook. Plus we got guns, drugs, distribution, pistols, moving real estate. Run with me or get run over, that's just how I feel today. I'm gone. I'm gone. I said I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm back. I don't know how to act. I'm this, I'm that. I'm all of it in fact. Don't mix the facts. This more than rap. You gonna have to respect my shit. I said you gonna have to respect my shit. I done did a lot of shit that I ain't proud of, I admit. I done helped a lot of people that ain't helped me in the end. I don't know how else to put it, maybe that's just how I took it. But the constant overlooking starts to add up when you booking $100,000 venues and you selling out arenas. Prophesizing, man, I seen the dreams happen, I believed it. I'm not here to be a guru or to teach you how to come up. All I wanted was a way to do them Tony Robbins numbers, doing summer after summer. Man, this flow's getting annoying, so I better switch it up and get another flow going. Oh wait, I already started. I hate when I gotta do this. Better call a paramedic. The coroner probably better. Extraordinary and better. You ordinary and better. Not ever do you gonna levitate to my level. Straight from the belly of the beast with a feast of the seas. Rappers, rest in peace. Go to sleep. Get a quick nap in. You a lamb, you a sheep. With some wolf pack shit. Baseline, nigga, bitch, backflip. FaceTime. Wanna be an actress? Well, do something nasty. Yeah. I'm gone. I'm back. I don't know how to act. I'm this. I'm that. I'm all of it in fact. Don't mix the facts. This more than rap. You gon' have to respect my shit. I said you gon' have to respect my shit. Whoa. Turn it up. Oh.
Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home of the Unshine Alpha Black. You almost took over the show. Tune in to the Unsigned home of the Unsigned artist, Alpha Black in the building. Black spelled with a C, not an A. That's crazy. We talked about the name. We talked about the history. We talked about his AKAs. We talked about the history of the music, the goods, the bads, the unsigned artist experience. We talked about the projects and more of how he's releasing. One thing that I want to get you guys make sure is if you look at the Instagram, it literally says MC, creative director, ad specialist, audio and visual engineer, audio deadline ambassador, from New York to LA and beyond. You already know the deal. So the dude's working heavy. Website's on point too. alphablackmusic.com. That's ALFABLVCK music.com. But now we're gonna have to get to know you a little bit different.
We have now started our fast round, where our guests are asked a few questions about themselves that they wouldn't expect us to ask.
Don't worry, it's not like that.
Hope you didn't think we were that underground.
So like I said, and you know, thanks for taking holiday time to come over here and talk to us. You know, Merry Christmas and hopefully New Year's. You know, I might not add you on Facebook because I'm kind of crazy and I don't like losing friends. So
Yeah.
you know, I don't follow Trump, but you know, we different out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but it's all good. We're gonna keep in contact anyway. So the whole purpose of the fast round is to get to know you a little bit better outside of the music. I know behind the scenes we talked about something. Sometimes on air you talked about something too, about being a, you know, geek on the low and all that stuff. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Don't get me started.
But we not gonna do that. But we're gonna take 2 minutes of your time. Please answer as fast as you can. Most of these questions are one-worded. Timer won't start until the first question is finished. What is your favorite piece of clothing that you own or have owned?
A loop guard hat. which is over there in the corner, and it's my brand. That's my chain. You see the L, you see the G. Shout out to Krista Judah from Atlanta. Luke Guard. I got a cap that say Luke Guard. Matter of fact, hold on.
I'm gonna pause the time.
Here it is right here. It say Luke Guard. I got the light on it so you can't see it.
Yeah,
there
yeah. Ooh, I see it.
Got
Luke
the Luke
Guard.
Guard hat.
Okay.
That's my favorite fucking piece of clothing right there.
There you go.
Next
What is
question.
the most annoying habit that other people have?
Judging you, assuming that they know who you are, assuming that, being condescending. I don't like that. Respect me and I respect you. Next question.
What game or movie universe would you most like to live in?
DC Universe. If it was a movie, it'd be Gladiator. I'd be fucking niggas up. Next question.
Who's your go-to artist or band when you can't decide on something to listen to?
Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, KRS-One, Jay-Z, anybody who's rapping good. I want to be better than them.
What have you only recently formed an opinion about?
How I decide to voice my thoughts versus doing them just with my friends. I decided to like put them on camera, and not to say I'm an act, but just put them on camera, put them up, and add that to like my PR, and then just use that to my advantage for my career.
I know you probably answered this question before, but what's the farthest you've ever been from home?
The furthest I've ever been is Myrtle Beach, Florida.
Okay.
I went there with my family when I was really young, like 12 years old. That's the furthest I've ever been.
What is something you think everyone should do at least once in their lives?
Travel.
Where is the most interesting place you've been?
It'll have to be college. When I was in state college, just because when you go to a college town and you see that it's just a bunch of just individuals that are there to get degrees, but also to do drugs and to smoke and to fuck and just that's just everywhere. And that was I come back home and I'm just like, wow, that was really a dream. That does not exist for real.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What is the wow? What kind of art do you enjoy the most?
Any art, really. Dancing, choreography, graphic design, production, lyricism, anything that involves creating, I'm fucking down with. And I will act like a nerd when you start telling me about what you do. I will just be like, all right, where you got pictures? We'll have the shit. Yeah.
Okay, this one right here is always funny. What website do you visit the most often?
Pornhub.
Okay, well, where would you spend all your time if you could?
At like an actual place or a website?
No, just place.
The place? I think that I would enjoy living somewhere that has being somewhere that has a lot of land, a lot of grass, and a lot of mountains. Just
okay, nature.
Somewhere where I can appreciate being on planet Earth. And just,
that's the deepest side of things right there.
Just keep my inspiration level high, where I'm at. Oh, Tokyo, Japan. There we go.
I would agree to the place and the landscaping, but it has to be the daytime. I just can't do the dark.
Yeah, definitely.
What is something that your friends would consider so you?
Being loud. I'm always mad loud. I have to talk lower regularly to make sure I'm not loud. I don't try to be loud. I just give my opinion on stuff, but I be talking mad loud sometimes. I'm like the loud friend in a group, so I'm loud.
What challenging things are you working through these days?
Mastering the business end of my career. Just getting comfortable and getting into that habit of just hitting people up and making sure that my music is reaching the right people and that I'm doing something that's gonna, I would say that's the answer.
What is something horrible that's everyone should try at least once?
Ooh. Damn.
I know.
Something horrible that everyone should try at least once. Since I'm a fat ass, I'm gonna answer this question with food.
Okay.
Unless you're allergic, don't be a big critic on food. I enjoy food a lot. I really like food, like most human beings on planet Earth. I'm thin, but I'm fat. All right, don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
All right, try things, man. Try things. Try different foods. Try different flavors. Have you ever been to a Korean barbecue? You know that they eat they shit in a certain way. Like you can't just go in and just start eating. You feel me? You gotta like dip shit certain ways, and you gotta like, you know what I'm saying? Try different foods. Foods is the key. Food will help you unlock the secrets of the universe. Try
Shout out to that. Shout out to the geek life. What is the best thing you got from your parents?
My mother, not my parents, just my mom.
Just Mom Dukes.
And she because she has been successful in her own career, she's a working woman. She's about to retire, and you know, she worked her way up. I watched her go from a temp position to like an executive position. It happened over the course of my life, me being alive, being her son, watch her try to take care of me. Yeah, my mom, she did the damn thing.
All right, a little bit more personal here. What is the most illegal thing you've done?
I can't tell you that.
All right. What keeps you up at night?
What keeps me up at night? Nothing at this point. What used to keep me up at night is just not being secure in myself, not knowing if things are gonna work out the way I want them to work out. And the honest to God truth is, even now, I don't know if they're gonna work out the way I want to work out. But for the most part, I sleep very well. I sleep good.
Other than the music, other than fame, of course, you know, there's things. But what gives your life meaning?
Being a good lyricist, being a good businessman, being a good man, being a man in general. Not to say that being a man has any type of subjective implications for women, but I feel like, you know, we have to kind of step up to the plate in 2018. We have to take back our kingdoms. We have to like claim, you know, our rights to be heads of households and to be people who are able to provide. Not to say that women can't provide or be heads of households, but I think that as a man, what being a man isn't being that head of the household or being that provider. It's being somebody who's able to support whoever it is that they love and support whoever it is that they care about, and provide options, you know, for them, and just be that backup for them, just in case they need something, because they need security. Children need security. You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure your shit isn't. I don't have any kids, but eventually I want to build a legacy and give it to them. You know what I'm saying? And just you know, growing into that mold and just kind of understanding how the world works. That has been my biggest thing for everything that I've learned.
Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home of the unsigned artists. You have survived the fast round. Kind of went a little bit over the minutes, but I would have wanted to do that because of our technical difficulties that we had earlier. So, shout out to the homie Alpha Black. You can find him all over the place. Literally. You do the side thing. Do you promote for artists? That was one question I needed to know.
I mean, because I admin that group, I have, so the ad specialist part of my Instagram that you read out is what I do pretty much is that I kind of know how to run the Facebook ads, but that's not even a part of what it is. Really, just because I administrate a group, and it's called SoundCloud Unchained, and the bulk of the users that are in that group are people who are like musicians or, you know, people who are trying to get heard and stuff like that. So I do offer a service, and I'll give you the numbers. I'll do it. We'll have for a week. Well, actually, I actually can't give you the numbers. I actually can't give you the numbers because
let's not do that.
Here's why I can't give you the numbers. Let me tell you what actually happened. We had a price set, me and the other admins, because we all know each other.
Yeah.
And excuse me, we had a price set for excuse me, for people being pinned to the top of the group. We had a price set, and then as things progressed and we got more users, we was just like, bro, we're charging way too low. You know what I'm saying? And this is who we are. Like, we're not out here trying to take money from people, but if you want content pinned to a group that has over 100,000 people in it, then, you know, the same way I pay $25 to have my shit spin on a live, which is why I'm on QSJ Radio. You know, sometimes you got to put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
So it's not a stream of revenue that I depend on, or I go, you know, this is how I'm making my buck for this week or whatever. But I do offer a service in the group that I'm in where I pin your posts to the top of the group. I do it on a case-by-case basis because everybody's plan and everybody's content is different. You know what I'm saying? Some people just want to post a link. Some people want to post a video. Some people want to post a song. You know, somebody want to post the website. But I do offer a service, and I do offer service, and it's primarily based in that group on Facebook. I don't really do post on like Instagram and shit like that, just really in that Facebook group. That Facebook group is what got me a round trip ticket out to LA, is what got me to like gain equity in this company.
Yeah.
Audio Deadline. It's that group, bro. So I do offer ad space, and your shit will get traction, and I'll give you organic traction. And that's the key word. When you go to the insights for your post, you get organic and you get paid, right?
Yeah.
What I specialize in is organic. So if you want your organic numbers, you come see me, and I will get your organic numbers looking stupid. I'll give you 10K plus organic before you get paid. So by the time you get paid, you probably hitting 2, 3, 4,000, but you got 10K organic. So anybody looking at that shit is gonna go, God damn, you know?
Yeah.
The fuck? He had 10,000 organic motherfuckers just click shit, and then he spent money and got 6,000. So, you know, you let that run out. My formula that I developed is that you combine the organic with the paid, and you do it over a certain time stream where the numbers look good and match up. You know what I'm saying? And that goes into your transition to your press kit and all the other shit. Yeah, I do it, but you gotta have money for it.
You gotta have bread.
You gotta have bread for it. You gotta
especially that group on Facebook. That shit is leaning towards 500,000 probably in a couple of months. Crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. Shout out to y'all.
And let me tell you something. I try to not be an asshole admin too. I try to be, cause like, you know, I jump into all the lives. Like literally, I'm a customer, bro. I'm a consumer of music. I'm a fan. I jump into lives. I'm always submitting my shit, and that's how people know who I am. They don't know who I am because I'm the admin of the group. They know who I am because I'm in like all the lives, bro.
Yeah.
I'm always submitting music, bro. Like that, you know, the shit we was talking about that live. That was just one of like many. Of like course. Many, and people are like making big moves. They're getting syndication.
Yes.
They're finding investors. I'm getting flown out to LA.
Yeah.
Like this group is a threat. It's dangerous.
It is.
It's dangerous. A dangerous group, and like people are making money, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's lovely. Shout out to that. Shout out to Alpha Black. He's in the building. Good looking out. Heavy.
Yes, sir.
We tried to start this at 8. That didn't work, but it's all good. We out here. MC, creative director, ad specialist, audio visual engineer, audio deadline ambassador. I need to know what the fuck that means. Audio deadline ambassador.
Audio deadline. You know what you're doing right now? What you're doing right now is you're making that investment come to fruition, and you're giving light to it, which is how which is part of like what I'm doing as an artist. When I flew out there, like I said, in a nutshell, what Audio Deadline is a company that is what their goal is to have a platform where artists can do peer-to-peer networking, get their views and get their numbers and get their social medias up on one platform. It's a step further than being a distribution platform, because it really enables the whole, like literally their interface. It's like when you go to their page, they have a box in the corner where and it'll tell you where if anybody like wants to like look at your shit, and they'll you'll have shit to look at, and if you have to accept them, and if you accept them, then you guys immediately are able to like communicate peer to peer, and like because you're on the platform, we know that we're dealing with artists. I know that I'm talking to an artist right now. So I know that you have a profile and you got a YouTube or Instagram or this or that. And you know I got this, I got a Vimo, I got this.
Yeah.
And we just as artists, as consumers, sorry, not as art, as consumers, we go, oh, this is either dope or it's not. And if it is dope, then god damn it, I need to hear more of it. Wait, nobody knows who you are and you're this good. Save. I'm gonna go comment. I'm gonna go leave a thing. I'm gonna go share it. And I got like, thousands of people that follow me. So I'll share it here. I'm not paying you for it. I ain't paying you to post me on your shit with tens of thousands of views. I ain't doing none of that. Literally, you are genuinely vested into the shit that I do. You like it. You don't even gotta be genuinely vested in it. You just gotta like it. And this platform is made to make that connection a little more easier. So that's what Audio Deadline is.
We're gonna look into that. We're gonna make sure that we're gonna look into that. Bro. Big shit. Shout to that. Shout to Alpha Black. He's in the building. Big things coming in 2019. AlphaBlackMusic.com. We're gonna talk heavy. Check the YouTube page, SoundCloud, on Spotify, Apple Music for your streaming and all that. Like, we're gonna go ahead and gonna let you go. I want to know if you got any advice for the aspiring artists.
My only thing would be to just take your career seriously. Like, don't let nobody tell you, who you are and the type of music you make. Don't let nobody judge that for you. Just kind of take it into your own hands. Get educated on distribution. Get educated on registering your shit with like the performing rights organizations, and just have confidence in yourself. But also, it goes beyond having confidence in yourself. Make sure your content is on point, because I can come on live and I can do all this talking and shit, but like if my content wasn't on point, it'd just be a whole lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, okay, well, you got the business end of it, but why you sound trash? A lot of people, what we see in the industry now is that a lot of people, their content isn't, as great as maybe you would think or your standards. But you know what they did have right? They had the business end right, or they had somebody who was there to handle the business end right. So because they had somebody who was thinking about the business end, they've advanced in their career way more than you probably ever will, because you just over here with insurmountable amounts of fucking talent, but you're not paying attention to the things that matter. So as an independent artist, you have to pay attention to that. Just do your research. Every day post something. Every day hit up somebody, submit hub, hit up DJs, get on Instagram. Instagram in 2018 is your press kit.
Word.
Let Alpha Black be the first one to say it. In 2018, with the way social media is going, cryptocurrency, we ain't about to get rid of dollars. Your Instagram is your press kit. Make sure your Instagram is good, bro. Take care of your Instagram. That don't mean you don't gotta be out here trolling and doing all this extra shit. Take care of your Instagram. Make sure your social media is good. Your social media isn't just an electronic thing you created that's online. It is a direct representation of who you are. Now, if you don't give a fuck about social media, do yourself a favor and just don't be on it.
Word.
At all. But if you decide to be on social media, take care and nourish your social media. Because, point in case, I got flown out to LA because of my social media. They didn't even know that I rapped as good as I did. You feel me? Get your social media on point, bro. Nourish your shit. Because when you get a label or you get a fucking any manager, anything, guess what they're going to be trying to do? They're going to be trying to nourishing your social media is going to be a what? A department. That's one department.
Yo.
Of many things that has to happen to make you successful.
Word.
So if you're an artist and you think your social media is just this fucking page you created and whatever the fuck, and I thought like that for, I ain't judging nobody. That's how I am. Like, man, fuck this shit. I got bars. Take care of your shit. Take care of your shit, bro. Take care of your shit. If you funny, be funny. If you a nerd, be a nerd. If you corny, be corny. I don't care. I don't care, man. I'm all of that. I'm all of the above. But put a rapper in front of me and I smoke him. That's my power. And I let it be known. I don't ever feel any type of butterflies in my stomach when I say it. So to answer your question, sorry, because I'm rambling.
It's all good.
If you're an artist, the advice that I have is take your shit seriously. Everybody don't want to be a rapper and a singer. If it's a hobby, let it be a hobby, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let it be a hobby. Let it just be something. If you take it seriously, take it seriously. And if you don't take it seriously, definitely don't come to Alpha Black and try to have a conversation with me, because I ain't gonna want to talk to you.
Word. Shout out to Alpha Black in the building. Good looking out. Merry Christmas. I'll probably be the last person to tell you that, but it's just all good.
Yes,
we out here, man. This is the one that started it all, the gauntlet. I know it. And paying homage, a lot of things. I really appreciate you for coming on here with us, man.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me, man. QSJ Radio, Trafficlight. You already know what time it is, Harlem World. We in this bitch, Alpha Black. You dig?
Word, fam. We'll talk soon.
It's unanimous, $1 million smile, so I'm Instagramming it. Lit shenanigans, get the cannabis, roll another spliff in this bitch, demanding it. Bruce Banner shit, green in the laminate, busting out the bag like a fiend had his hand in it. Everything you see around me, I had a hand in it. It ain't nobody handing it. I'm mixing shit, I'm managing, do different shit, comparing me to any of these rap niggas. It's probably a fan of me, it's fantasy. They answer me, fucking insects, probably born of incest, getting torn to pieces on every beat that I blast. Want a feature, I bet. Ain't it funny how shit ain't the same no more? Shoot my shot, I really don't gotta aim no more. Have my back, bitch, you know what I came in for. Can't stop, won't stop till I'm paid in full. Ripping the band-aid off the wound, ain't my fault if it's still hurting. Pour salt in it after squeezing the lemon right over with. These niggas bogus, thinking that they gon' win me over with this hibbity jibbity skibbity rap, ribbity whack. Bitch, I got the remedy back. You gon' need infinity stones if you thinking that you posted a thread. It's reality, you'll end up as a casualty. My anatomy's threshold for bullshit is practically non-existent. You motherfuckers thinking you an issue, I show you the devil. Plenty demons to choose from, that's word to my mom. I can afford to lose one. I fuck with the mob, but ASAP can do better. If they don't like what I said to Rocky to do something. J-Rock, my favorite rapper before I get the K-Dot. You may not have noticed, but I landed in the same spot that you were in when you had a few words to say to all these new urban artists getting too turned to argue with the part of me. But am I mistaken, or did you say that you the best rapper in both places? Rude awakening, I be's the top dog in the state that I'm in, and I smack the fuck out you if you say it again. Sit down. You in my crosshairs, then you better get down. You look a little lost here, nigga, where you from around? And I ain't even done yet, still got a few rounds to dump in this little pump paying ass nigga. J. Cole, listen, boy, I claim souls, even on whole label, you ain't even yay close. If I got a slay ghost, you can be my scapegoat. Your roster ain't shit, could you get what you pay for? Shout out Big Boss, nigga, the fuck you in the way for? That nigga been a star, what the fuck you made him wait for? Stop being a hypocrite, nigga, the fuck you hating for? All that bread you laying on, you should go and play some golf or something. Infinity, my level on infinity, my bitches on infinity, my exes wanna get rid of me. I'm spazzing in my interviews like Kanye when he in the news and talking about his different views, like how he wanna institute the 13th Amendment, which was stricken from the Constitution. Back in that bitch to put his back in that shit. Somebody asked him the fuck he smoking crack and some shit. Stop the craft in these beats, because after that's it. And I don't know if me and Big Sean get along. How you let another nigga kill you on your own song? Ain't no showing no resist. If you did, must've slipped through the cracks. So been whack, because I ain't hear the shit and it's boring. I'm here to slaughter you all and it's appalling. So how do I stay dormant? This shit is boring. I'm bringing a storm in, I'm all in. Man, I called it, better fix your best before I'm touring.
Where to get heard, your music played, your video aired, how to get paid, blogs, etc. Here at QSJ Radio, we provide all the info needed for you to have it all done. We are the #1 source for underground music and home to the unsigned artists.
Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home of the unsigned artists. Our special guest for the day was Alpha Black. You can find him all over the place. For real. I did post something earlier this week before the holiday, and I was trying to give away an interview, and it seemed like only like a few people that we already interviewed in the year 2018 wanted to come on down, which is fine. It's all good. I get it. You know, we love to have you guys on here. We love to have the guests on here. I love it. But we really had to move on from what was going on. So Alpha Black was there, like I said, and he was in the middle of falling a victim to one of the craziest review shows that are out. And it's all good. I get it. I know why. I understand. But at the end of the day, he had to come in here because I know it was his story and a lot of other artists' story are worth more than just a review. But like he said, it was a risk he had to take, and they got him on the show, and he's proud of that, and I'm proud of that coming out of his mouth and anybody's mouth, period. But anyways, shout to that, shout to him. You can find him on that Facebook at Loop God Clothing Line. We're going to talk to him more about that and try to get him on here later on in the year. Thursday is our top 50 countdown. We're probably going to push it to 100 because we have 3,000 entries as of last year. So last year, 2018, we broke it down. We stopped it at December 1st of last year and stopped it at December 1st on this year. And 3,000 songs came in. And we're talking about websites, lives, all that stuff. 3,000 songs to break them all down. I do want to give probably like a reference of what I'm talking about when people really submit songs that are probably going to be popping. You guys probably know this guy by his name, something like that, but this is a new song. It's not eligible for our top 100 this year, but this is the homie Drex, I'm Only Human, on QSJRadio.com. You can find that all over the place. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thanks for tuning in for QSJRadio.com, home to the unsigned artist. I stopped recording because we don't need to have another artist on another guy's podcast, which the podcast, if you missed, will be available for download maybe in the next 20 minutes. Available at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Stitcher. Just look for the names. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com.
Yeah. That's all. Maybe I'm foolish, or maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. Yeah, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Wonder like I'm Stevie, the teachers, they need to keep teaching. Music's my air and I feel it one day I stop breathing. They're Pro Tooling, I'm asking them what the logic then. You don't wanna argue when your thoughts is more cognitive. I'm E.T. extra, just trying to connect my home black. It's hard too when they disconnected the phone jack. The Drex thing, your boy Metro known. Give me a rag and bones beat and a Metro known, and I'm gone. New years, new connects, new face cards, new dealers, new decks, new ace cards. And we concerned about weight, and it's hard to see what's current when you focus on the currency. In other words, it's how currency flows, and not these weird dudes playing and who's currently known. Niggas think cause they helped you that they made you, and just because they smart in the business they played you. It don't work like that, and as far as the money goes, let them twerk on that. I'm thinking 50 ways that I can go and get that strap. Just being a better man now, so I'ma work on that. I got a family, so it's peace over casualties. Acts in the mind, the heart is where the malice be. If God don't do it, they can't kill me. I am legend is where the will be. The hawks in the sock, the waist is where the steel be. These niggas out of touch, dog, just try to feel me. OG told me don't start it but better finish. And 85% of your niggas is great pretenders. 10 crazy, 5 of them with you from the beginning. And out of that 3 will start hating once you a winner. It's just simple mathematics, B. And it's not my fault that you a casualty. It's consequences for the penalties. I put it out but you don't reciprocate the energy. I tried to dodge the evil influence. If I lick a shot in your head, I'm only human. I tried to dodge all the influences. People don't even know me, but they still try and do it. It's 50 cows over everything. I lick a shot on limited bails for freedom rides.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. But I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Take a look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see it clearer, or are you deceived in what you believe? 'Cause I'm only human.